Ava Lord, senior. Brianna Gamble-Jones, senior. Jace McAllister, son, manager. Myself, Darrin McAllister. Breasia Gamble-Jones, senior. Sheridan Bill, junior. A comment on the game. I'm not that guy who looks for moral victories or anything like that. I just don't. But today is one of those days where I can kind of accept a moral victory, especially knowing how we started the season. A lot of people counted us out. You know, we lost 4 dynamic players last year. And, you know, this year we were trying to figure it out, especially from the start. You know, we actually, at one point we were 1-4. Players were trying to still understand their role, you know, what we want them to do. We had some players that played a little bit last year, but not a lot, and we had some players that was coming up from JV. So we as coaches, you know, we had a hard job. And when we were 1-4, you know, nobody thought we can get here. But the crazy part about it is we knew we can get here. So this has been an incredible journey, just getting back here and just showing people that, you know, we lost 4 dynamic players, but we still got the same coaching staff. And if you put these coaches in the kitchen, we can cook, no doubt about it. And I think we showed that. And that's not being cocky, it's not being arrogant, it's just us believing in each other and the team believing in each other. As far as today, we had a slow start. And it goes back to what I originally said. You know, a lot of people think, yeah, you guys have been here 4 years, but these players haven't been here 4 years and had an opportunity to contribute on the level that they had. So we were like a deer in headlights from the onset, but we had an opportunity to settle down and come together, and we showed that we can play with the big boys, so to speak. And our players, you know, I think at one point we got it within 1, ultimately ended up getting it within 5, but if we would have had a different start, it probably would have been a different game. But I love these players. I love what they bring to the table. And it's bigger than basketball because at the end of the day, they learned a valuable lesson. And that lesson is what the lesson they learned today can help them in life. You know, life is not going to be gravy for you. Sometimes it's going to be rough from the start. And sometimes you have to just stick your chest out and deal with it and overcome it. And that's what they did today. And I couldn't be more proud of these girls. I truly love them. The first time we played them in a little zone, but I'll be honest with you, Mick, the first time we played them, I believe it was the second game, we barely had our plays in. And they were throwing presses at us, and we weren't able to do what we wanted to do on the defensive end. But it was a game that I wouldn't take back because the reality is that game helped us for this moment because, you know, going into that game, I mean, I think they got like 5, 6, maybe 7 D1 players, but we weren't fazed by that. I think we were fazed by the big lights, the media, and the huge stadium. But once we settled down, you know, we showed that we can play. Number one, it shows that they're resilient. You know, we took their best punch, and we were able to kind of bounce back. And once we start executing our assignments, that kind of got us back into it. It was a little shaky early on, and I'll be honest, I don't think they were believing in the assignments that we had. We had a game plan early on. It was a little unorthodox, and it was a little shaky for them. But then once they got it and just realized, you know, we belong here, and that's what I kept telling them the whole game. We belong here. Don't matter what anybody say to you or what they might, you know, put in your head. We belong here. And once they realized that, they were able to step it up and get the game closer. Because if you would have saw the first game, I think some of you probably did. It wasn't pretty. Definitely not the girl I want to take to the prom. Yeah, that's huge. We came in a few seasons ago and we established a culture right off the rip. We had a couple of good pieces in place that were able to help us do that and showed our younger players at that time how we do things the West Bloomfield way. And you saw that out of these seniors today, Brianna, Breasia, and Ava, and Sheridan being a junior, but they really took, you know, it really took it and put it on their back and just showed that what we're about and working hard in practice and just being stand-up kids, stand-up student athletes. And I'm so proud of them. I hate the season had to end this way, but at the end of the day, I think it was, 128 teams, and we're one of the final four. And back in December, nobody even expected us to have a winning season, let alone be standing here at the Breslin talking to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys do.